When you're setting up your About page, you could definitely make it look more exciting than this. One thing you can do though is you can experiment with the document options, or I'm sorry, the block editor options. So I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to highlight my T, and you can use the drop cap, and mine's being a little temperamental right now, but you can set a drop cap so you have that large initial cap. You can also set the color of the background, which I did here, and I didn't want to set it to anything too dark against the text, so I just set it to a really light gray background. And then of course it's got the about name. Another thing that I would also definitely set here is make under parent page, set your parent page as the blog feed. So it's going to give you this pull down menu, and your only other page right now is going to be the blog feed. So make that your parent page, and we'll see why that's important in a little bit. And then also, if you have an option, you may want to choose, if you do have this option, it depends on what kind of theme you have, but if you have this option, you may want to choose full width, no sidebar for your about page. And that just means that things that are usually going to show up on the side of the page won't show up, so that your about page is just a little bit more of a simple page, since there's not going to be a lot of content on it. But that's completely up to you. So then once you've got everything in here set up the way that you want, just make sure to click publish. And if you revise it, definitely make sure to click update, and you'll have your about page. Oh, the other thing too that you can also include in this, and it's not required at this point, but something that is recommended, is including a featured image. So if you go back to document, the document option, and go down to featured image, you can set a featured image for this page. So you would need to have your own image on your computer that you could upload. And if you did, then you would just click on select image like I just did, and then you would choose an image. Let's see if I've got a fairly decent image here. Yeah, let's try this one. And then you would just upload that, and that would go into your media library. And that may be actually the first image that you have in your media library, other than the automatic images that come with your site. Although you could also use those as well for the about page, I think, if they're appropriate for your content. So anyway, I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to click select. And of course I might change that because this doesn't go with my site content. I'm just using this as an example. But there's my featured image. I'm going to click update, and I'm not sure in this theme where it's going to show up exactly. So let's go to view page and see what happens with the featured image on this one. Okay, so in this case, it actually shows up really big in the background, and that's kind of neat. So if I was going to use a featured image with my about page for this particular site topic, and I was really doing the site for a grade, or for something that I wanted to do professionally, I would do something related, of course, to the topic. But that just shows you, in this case, how the photo displays. So that's kind of neat. Otherwise, we just really have the content itself, and I'm not sure, it may just be blank or color up here or something like that. Okay, so that's setting up your about page.